Good day, brothers in arms. How's it going? Getting bored with your daily dose of hogging the floor? Today, I'll be extensively discussing Sakray memories for us ADL Rangers. Maybe other crit-type jobs can also learn something from this. Might as well share this to them. As an ADL Ranger or as a physical class-type DPS, we rely on damage multipliers such as penetration, physical damage increase, critical damage increase, final damage multipliers, and so on. But of course, melee class jobs also benefit from attack percentage from Sharp Blade, which unluckily devs won't give this to us. Anyway, let's get on with our main agenda. So which Sakray memory should you take? What are the pros and cons on getting the one with penetration or the one with final damage? As I see, these two third-line options are our choices. For that matter, these are the ones that we will be talking about. We have here the third-line option, penetration. Penetration's supposed task is to sift through their reduction statuses. As you know, critical damage is already 100% ignore defense. As far as my knowledge is concerned, crit types needs a lot of penetration, recommended values up to 75%. Regarding the penetration cap, I don't have any idea if someone knows about this, and if there is one, please enlighten us. I tried searching on Discord but cannot find one. So, in my search for answers, this is what I found out for asking ChatGPT, which in turn looked up Reddit and found some answers. Feel free to pause the video to read it. And now, we have the partial answer to our question, and I think this is already enough and safe to say that the benefits we get from penetration is quite a lot. And as others says, pen is king. Additionally, this third line option is easily attainable on almost any physical DPS class that we have so far. On that regard, your job switching for future endeavors won't be such a hassle. Now let's discuss our other option. The final damage, as the word implies, it's almost always present on the damage calculations that we have on the game. But the downside on this one is great and affects which enchantment we should have on our gears. One of the main downside for this is boosting up our critical rate. Our target will be completely ignoring their critical resistance and having a critical rate of 100% while attacking them. As you can see here, these are the requirements on achieving 100% critical rate. We will be needing about plus 150 critical rate, depending on the opponent's critical resistance. So, while looking for answers on what values should we try to achieve, I came across with my former guild leader from Spider, Lawrains. Salute for giving a straight answer, and thank you to other tank royal guards who doesn't give an F answering. Now, using this as a reference point for our target critical rate, especially on PvP, it is safe to suggest to have at least 300 plus to have a constant orange flying colors as critical damage. So the cons from getting final damage as your memory option relies on how high you can pump up your critical rate on PvP. Take note, you normally don't need too much critical rate on PvE since Monster does not have that much critical resistance compared to players. So the benefits of having this one on PvE is quite the best option you can get. Another thing is that one of our goals as an ADL is deal critical damage on PvP to achieve maximum damage. In summary, the goal that we have, and this third line option coincides and goes hand in hand, which means this option is also a win-win for us. And now the verdict is 50-50, which in turn falls down to your own preference. Penetration gives you the freedom switching to any DPS jobs that you will be planning to use in the future, ditching this underpowered Ranger Sucks class. While the final damage only gives benefits to critical type physical DPS class. Your choices are fairly limited, so be careful taking this one. Here's how I compare them, and can be your reference choosing one. Feel free to pause the video. Now that you have the probable answers that you are looking for, it's up to you now. And if you'll be asking me, which one did I get? I took the one that can't be found on normal circumstances and probably the best multiplier there is. Final damage. If the follow-up question would be why, answer would be, because that is what I prefer for my build. And right now, I'm on my pursuit in perfecting my PvP crit build, which you have probably watched by now. So now we are coming at an end. I might or might not have answered your lingering questions. Feel free to PM me in-game or Discord, so we can further discuss some things you're still unsure of. I hope you've learned something from this if you still don't know anything about it. Till my next upload, brothers, salute.
Rangers forever!